Dad.
Hey, buddy.
What you doing?
I'm making little smokies on the grill here. So I thought it would be fun, real quick, to just give you a little bit of an update. Levi and I are stopped in a city in Texas at a Walmart, and sometimes people might wonder, where do you stay? Well, we set up the van in a Walmart parking lot, and as you can see, there are all kinds of RVs all over the place. This is the busiest Walmart parking lot I've been in since being on the road. I use an app called RV Parky on my Android phone, available on Android and iOS, and that shows you places where you can stay, like Cracker Barrels and Walmarts, Flying J's, Pilots, and that kind of stuff, and whether or not they allow sleeping overnight. I do recommend, however, one of the things that I've dealt with this app is 2 or 3 of the Walmarts on the way out here to Texas to see Levi said that you could overnight park, and that people had left reviews that you could, and in truth you couldn't. I went in and talked to the manager, and it was a no-go. It was a no-go. So I thought I'd like to show you real quick a couple of upgrades that have been tremendously helpful. There was a young couple that Joelle and I met in Yellowstone National Park, and they recommended getting a grill / stove, which you see here. I'm making little smokies for Levi and I that we bought last night at Walmart, and on the grill, and then I will make scrambled eggs in this pan here. Well, on this here, in this pan, like this. This has been so great because I can cook hot dogs. I cooked us hamburgers one night. Levi had hamburgers at the campsite, and then I can fry up stuff and that kind of thing. Great investment. I put some barriers on this shelf here, which have allowed me to store this up here, and I'll show you when we're done how this all packs up, just to kind of finish up the video. But one of the best things that I've done is got this thing right here. I bought this on Craigslist for $175 from a couple on Craigslist, and everything that used to go underneath the bed is now up here. So all I have to have down here is my food and food and some clothing. So that's been really, really super great. I can't recommend getting one of these highly enough. That's been a huge thing. So if you come over here for a second, I'll show you in case you're curious. If you don't remember from a former video, we have these that go on the door. They're nice, allow us fresh air at night. If we want, we can black out the windows using this from Rody. These are great. And this is how we block out the other windows. I just have cardboard. Young man brought me a box from a Huffy bike, 2 Huffy bikes at the flower shop, and I just cut out these, and these are what block my windows out at night, so the creepers can't look in, and if they do, they're in for a rude surprise because, well, we travel armed. So we're getting ready to kind of pack it down.
Yep.
And close up. So you can see here from the last time, I installed this finished trim along the top here to provide an edge, because everything would be sliding off and falling out the back, and that was annoying while I was driving. And it would slide to the left and to the right. But now, because I've installed these using my pocket hole drill, which is great, I love that. I did that and then did this along here. The stove used to sit here, and I took the regular drawer slides out, the cheapy ones, and I put in these pneumatic ball bearings. And so now, because this grill and stove is so much bigger, it wouldn't open up. I had to pull this platform out on these nice, handy, smooth, self-closing slides, and I put the grill here when I cook, and then it frees up the whole back to do things as far as like storing all the plates when we're making food and stuff. And then also, I take the propane arm off because that sticks out too far, and I just slide it in there. One thing that I did do that really has helped is when we travel, I take this towel and I put this towel down here, as hokey as that sounds, But what that does is that keeps that, doesn't make any noise while we're traveling. If that's not in there, the whole trip, every time you hit a bump, it's terrible. One other handy tool that I bought, because I use these, Levi has learned, this tall Smart Bottle size bottle, these are excellent for backpacking because they're so narrow, they slip in all of the pockets of your backpack so well, and they're really solid. But refilling them, I was wasting a lot of water out of the spigot. So, I think $1.99, I bought this little funnel at Walmart that goes right in there, and that's how we refill the bottles off of our tap, because, well, when you're on the road, water's scarce, and you learn to really do the job of saving water. And so the less it's on the ground, the better. And one other thing, I was doing eggs. I'm not sure if I'll go back to that. This takes up a lot of room in the cooler, which is bad on the road. And we tried egg beaters last night. How would you rate the egg beaters?
I thought they tasted like eggs.
Yeah, when they came out, they were like eggs. Cost a little bit more, about $1 more for the same amount of eggs. But not having to deal with eggshells in the morning and the mess that makes in this confined space, and the egg beater bottle takes up about 1/3 of the room is what this does in the cooler. We might be switching to egg beaters on a regular basis. So that, I think, is going to conclude what we're going to talk about here on the road in Texas. I'm going to take Levi back to San Antonio, and then I'm going to head home. But just thought you'd really enjoy kind of some new and improved updates to the back end as we go along. It's a learning experience. And well, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.